Hi, my name's Claire Miller. I'm the Green Councillor for Edinburgh City Centre. This week I was at Finance and Resources Committee and I did a short video earlier in the week to let people know on the day what it was that I've been working on there, but I'll just quickly recap. I asked some questions about our workforce numbers because they're trending up the way, and I'm interested in understanding what our strategy is there and seeing where are we going with our spending on our workforce and what strategy should we have there. I asked some serious questions about temporary accommodation for homeless people because we had a report in front of us asking us to purchase temporary accommodation, bed and breakfast, hotel spaces outside of existing contracts, and that is because we're seeing such a dramatic rise in the demand from people who are presenting to the council as homeless, who we have got a duty and an obligation to house and who obviously we need to make sure are safe. And we are not able to place them in the city. There are people being placed as far away as Motherwell. I'm deeply concerned about that, both from a financial aspect but also from the point of view of the people who are having to take those placements. I really feel that we need to be addressing that. So I was seeking assurances from the council officers that they were going to be seeing those numbers coming down the way, and that very soon we would not be doing that to our residents. And I also raised concerns about funding for a new employability service, which is at risk because even though we're only just at the stage of beginning it, a significant amount of the funding stream for that comes through our membership of the EU. The report that we had in front of us at committee highlighted that funding obviously was at risk, but there didn't seem to be any contingency in place for that if it was withdrawn. And I think that this is one of the first examples that I've seen which genuinely really looks as though a service that's really important for people here in Edinburgh, that I'm basically approving a risk that's not going to deliver in full. I think what we need to be doing as a council is holding this government to account. We need to be saying to them that if we are withdrawing from the EU and we understand that we will lose access to funding streams such as that we need to be getting that from our government instead. That was always going to be the arithmetic. By leaving the EU, the government would have to fund things that the EU currently funds. So we're going to have to start pushing for those things now. In the Green Party this week, you hopefully will have seen that we launched a campaign on Thursday to present a stronger climate bill in Parliament, and I would urge you all to go and have a look at the elements of that campaign. The reason that it's important to me here in Council is because the Green Councillors group are often trying to push for radical changes that will address our climate targets, and particularly now that we know that it is so urgent that we make changes in the next 12 years. And we see that the climate bill that has been proposed by the government just isn't strong enough. So I would urge you all to support the campaign that the Greens launched this week and support our call for a climate emergency bill which is much stronger and tackles climate change more urgently. And finally, today on Friday, I attended a cross-party working group which is to do with transformation in central Edinburgh. We looked at the results of the survey that was done recently and all the workshops that have been held, and we saw a strong appetite from residents across the city, not just in the city centre, but from all sorts of different areas, for cleaner air, for well-connected transport links, and for improvements to the places that people use, the public spaces that they have access to. And so we started talking about some specifics of projects that might begin to address those needs. And I'm really excited about what's going to be coming forward in the new year. So you must stay tuned to see what comes out from the council in this project. It's going to be transformational, I promise you.